really an experience I had on this number 30 bus ride that I mentioned to you about, where I had this kind of, I don't know, this awakening experience, this moment of nowness, um, and it was really about answering that question. Being a South London sort of dude,
Mm.
I'm not a religious guy, although I did. It, my primary school had some religious context to it, but it was never my family are not religious, just or at least I'm aware of anyway. So there was never that aspect to it. So answering that question, whereas I might have gone down the Jesus route or whatever,
Mm.
it wasn't really. It was the time of the New Age, in fact. So crystals and tarot cards,
Mm.
and well, one of the first things was, oh.
Yeah.
What was the experience, if you don't mind sharing?
Um, so I was on this bus. So the number 30 used to run from Putney to Oxford Street, and I was on this bus with my friend Annette. I was 15 or 16 at the time, and it had been snowing, and so we were on the bus. The bus has gone up to High Park Corner and done a left down Park Lane, and as I've looked over Hyde Park, there was this sea of white. I mean, it was just so beautiful,
Mm.
and I had my Walkman with my headphones on, and the track that was playing, it was like big old fat old Walkman, and the track that was playing was Minnie Riperton, "Loving You," and it was just so angelic, and it my mind, as I understand it now, didn't have a format or program for that experience, so it opened up to the
Mm.
experience to absorb it, and I guess to format it, to put it in as a new program, as a
Mm.
new bit of software, and it was just like the most real 30 seconds of my life.
It was just this like download of data, like.
No data,
Yeah.
no. It was, or I mean, there was no realization of any particular insight other than eternity.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? It was a forever moment, and it was peaceful, and it was supportive, and it was just incredible.
Mm.
Spiritual, in a way?
Yeah, no, I mean, depending on how you term
Yeah.
that word, but yeah, it was a different, like a realization.
Mm-hmm.
The programming had dropped, and there was an interaction I feel with the present moment, or that,
Mm.
yeah, the present moment.
Do you think it was kind of like you were kind of at that point really plugged into what the experience is supposed to be in that way?
Well, more decoupled from my egoic experience.
Yeah,
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 so it was definitely a stepping out of that boundaries that we kind of set ourselves in.
yeah.
Um, yeah, so it was like, well, how do I get back to that? Well, because it was so phenomenal,
Mm.
um, and that just started a path of experience that's led to be sitting here right now. Because it's still very a motivator for what I do.
Mm.
Spreading that love, trying to
Mm.
get people to kind of um, yeah, to let go maybe a little bit.